Gonna eat some eggs. It's got a bite of toast in it. I've got to figure out how to hold the camera better. Just to hold it. Ooh, eggs. Problem with those eggs is they've got a piece of... Where is it at? Let me find it. Well, they got a piece of scorpion, the Carolina Reaper pepper in it. Okay. See that small piece there? I took a smaller piece off of that piece and mixed it in with the eggs. Now those eggs, that's enough. Like, I can taste the pepper, feel it in there, that it's there, almost like as if I was using black pepper, white pepper. I don't prefer those flavors personally in all of my food, like as far as like it's in everything else. Okay, sorry. So I've been trying these, and we'll also try to increase my so get up to where I'm that size. Like, the piece that was in it is not big at all, but when I find it, I will let you know. Okay, so this is for comparison. This is not the piece that was in it. This is a small piece off of the... Okay, give me a moment. Concentration face. Okay, well, I don't want to tear the bag. And it came out, so it was about that big. Whenever I put the piece that I put in the... Okay. This isn't one of those videos where I'm going to be sick either. Like, this is how I enjoy my food, like my peppers. Kind of enjoy it. This is how I'm building up a tolerance to it. Okay, that small piece, very tiny piece. Like this, it was a very... Anyways, whatever. Tiny piece. Let me pick some off. I'll end up eating that piece. There we go. How about this? So whenever I've eaten that thing, I'm looking for the tiny piece that I got off there, okay, that I put in to enjoy it. But then at the end, I'll probably chew on half of that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it out loud. Or now that I'm saying it out loud, yeah. I'll split that in half, and I'll chew on that afterwards. Just to make sure, y'all actually get a pepper face at the end of it, because it's going to be like a 20-25 minute video, probably. Although, I'm going to get distracted. Okay. I'm going to heat it up a bit, too. A minute. And at the what? 120 volts, 60 hertz, 750 watts. 750 watt. I like the lower watt microwaves because they're a lot more forgiving with your foods. Yeah. So one of the good news about this recorder is it does a lot of stuff, but it also, sometimes I talk too fast, or it doesn't quite match it's okay. It's great because I like the screen. Like, this is awesome. Thank y'all I'm not talking negative. I'm trying to practice speaking a little slower and more clear, because even if my lips don't match, they can slow down the sound or something so they'll match up, or y'all can. Or later on, whenever I edit better, I'll do it. I'm talking up here, aiming it towards the camera, whereas my microphone's all the way down at the bottom. It's almost like muffled by my chest if I'm not careful. hot bowl. Hot bowl. Okay, it's the same bowl. Not that y'all really have any reason to believe that the pepper's in it. Got these off eBay. I've bought from them before. So that's the bread. So when I get to the end of it, if I haven't found any pepper, they found the pepper piece, and I'm gonna eat the bread. The bread is for when I find the pepper piece. I gotta take a bite of the bread, so I gotta keep chewing on that pepper piece, so it's in my mouth longer. That's the whole thing. Anyways, wind up. Mostly I'm playing video game and eating. Oh, light, huh? Get some good lighting practice as well. Excuse me. 3 eggs, 3 pieces of cheese, a little bit of salt, a little bit of milk. Microwaved it in this bowl. Drained a little of the water. It's not bad. It's got a good pepper flavor to it. I got a very little piece, tiny piece of that pepper in there. But when I find it, I should know, unless I swallow it too fast. I need to also chew my food more. In the meantime, I'd close this. I've got a little tolerance to the pepper. A little tolerance, not much, but whereas you might want to still have a smaller bit. Because it's adding up, it seems. It's like, definitely feel it warmer. Just either the piece of bread. It kind of was a bit lackadaisical with my handling of the bread piece. Almost like a toast point. But it's a corner. Regardless. Not getting much done in the game. Okay. Also, I don't think I started with the correct character. My camera skills are better. So Wicked Tickle sells some. They sell a lot of different pepper. I want to call it paraphernalia for the alliteration, but I don't want to. They want to put negative connotations or nefarious connotations on peppers. I mean, they're like not peppers, but the process of cultivation. It's like, well, you got to ban 3D printers because you can make plastic guns. Okay, so then you got to ban farming because you can eventually grow peppers that are so hot. You can soak them in water in a spray bottle, or maybe even vinegar. And that pepper spray. Wow, like it's hot. What the goal is talking like that about? The goal of saying that is be careful when you're using the peppers. Like I have them in those baggies, and I'm trying to keep like whatever touches that pepper gets washed afterwards. I break apart the pepper while it's in the bag. If I tear the bag, I'm still moving and transition, like as far as finding out my location of where to be.
because we really don't need it. Like houses. We need greater possible. Anyways, don't need to be all political. Good day. I had whoever came in yesterday or the day before when I was gone. I got my bike, brought it back. Feels like the tires are aired up. So at least I felt bad because I didn't leave the tire pump. But now I can take my tire pump, and in case somebody's flat, I can, And then they've got their, I guess they've probably got a pump. But, yeah, it's kind of weird, though, that they entered the place. But I think we're entering to be nefarious. I gotta tell some people I'm leaving the camper. But also that Okay, so I swallowed that. Didn't find the small pepper piece. And we're about 12 minutes in. So that's the halfway mark for, I called it about 25. So nice. Let me get a beverage. And drink a beverage. And okay. Okay. Whew. The burp has a little bit of a pepper to it. Like actual pepper. I'm happy. I did a good amount. The goal is not to be like, I don't want to eat this. It's too hot. And with that, okay, let me get the wrapper package. They send it in a stereo. They're not paying me. This ain't sponsored. This is because I like their items. I've been buying them off and on. In the winter, you can get chocolates from them sometimes. They'll send you. They'll sell pepper chocolates, and there's a trick to that. You use a small piece of chocolate and press it on the roof of your tongue, and let it melt and try to keep as little oil in your. Give me a moment. I'm gonna switch the. But ta-da! And I'm keeping these in my backpack. I actually need to get a condom because in case I don't get stuff sorted and end up getting picked up for the warrant before I get stuff sorted, because the probation officers, the stuff can get quashed. The warrant can get quashed if I start showing some signs towards compliant. Which, to be fair, I requested the whole because stuck here, which isn't a bad place, but it's like paying rent. I'm paying somebody else's, and the place is getting cleaner. Yeah, we gotta clean that top part off. It's getting closer. I could order that a bit. I'm allergic to kale. I would try to get these to find out if I was allergic to powdered kale or whole kale. And one of the ingredients in this is, tahini, which is ground sesame seeds. And I'm allergic to sesame seeds and sesame seed oil. I can tolerate peanut oil more than I can sesame seed oil, and I'm really allergic to peanuts.
I'm not. Anyways, so gotta clean the dishes. Some knives in the sink. I'll wipe down this. That's all kind of clean, but then the trick to keep this clean and that I had forgotten before I use the dishes is not to do the dishes because I forget. If I get behind, then I leave the dishes. Okay, y'all, I'm putting this off. Clean the top part off. There's also got wet down there and rusted, like the metal from that bottom of there leaked with. There's a drain down in there. Behold the power of bright light. That plastic drain, right? Oh. Well, right there. That's, needed tightening. If I had tightened that a few months ago, like maybe 6 months ago or so, this wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have had to pull up this carpet. But this carpet, now I'll wash that. I'm going to scrub that with a brush. I'm going to scrub that spot with a brush. And that's when I got the shop vac wet. Now I'm going to use the wet part of that. Wetness. The wet part of the wet dry vac for that. These apologies. You get about an hour and a half of light if you use the 1, 2, 3. If you use that setting, about an hour and a half. There's also strobe and SOS. And then that zoom in and out thing is when I slide it up and down. This was on eBay as well, $16. I won an auction for it because I think they're about 23 probably from the US shipper. Came with the battery. It seems to be water resistant, like so long as you're leaving this down. I don't know if I doubt it's so water resistant with this up because it's all rubberized, but that charger works. This one, I don't know what it's for. I don't know if it can charge it or not. It's a USB. I think maybe it's supposed to, but maybe that's also why this one was sold. I don't know. I don't know how to use it. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. But that's the sliding up and down is what adjusts your zoom in and zoom out. That's fancy. A couple of product reviews, huh? And I like. There's the backpack that I like to play. What's in the back? This one had doesn't. Okay, sorry. That almost looks like it could fit in that backpack. That'll be a separate video. I'm putting it off. Okay, 19-minute mark. 6 minutes before the... Excuse me. This is the pepper I was going to give to a neighbor. And they suggested take it to another neighbor. I will do as such. Oh. This is back to the same. That's not that big of a piece. And if I half it and enjoy it, or like if I don't give too much of a good response, that's okay. I really don't want to eat half of it. I'm not going to puke. I've already had this much. This is about the tester size. This is a big piece. Holy crap, it's a big piece. I've got to zoom in so you can see it, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Still got the yellow teeth, but that's why you don't want me to handle your food. The reasons why my teeth are so yellow and I don't smoke anymore or drink coffee. 'cause my nose bleeds occasionally. It bleeds enough to stain my teeth yellow. Good luck doing that math. But trying to work on that, actually. We are working on it. We're using if it gets to that point, for one thing, this was from, okay, so it is coffee and tobacco stains that I haven't cleaned out fully or have they're stained. It'll go with the green hair and continue to want to do the tattooing. Do some sort of green and purple. So I like it. Orange. I don't know, because to me, like, I'm looking at people, I forget that I have that on. I forget that I have no, there's no, it's not that I forget, I disregard that it's there. And people handle it pretty well for the most part. But okay, I'm still putting it off. 21 and a half. We'll put that as the mark, okay? It is the same piece. I've been holding it the whole time. It's, you'll be able to tell because of my face. Doesn't matter. Whatever, but it is a... okay. Earlier, when I touched the piece, it's already hot. Like, I've only got it on my tongue just because I'm trying to do other stuff before I get, what's it called, incapacitated. Okay. Washing my hands while we're thinking about it. I continue to have it. It's pooling in some saliva on my tongue. Drying my hands, plural. All right, let's play this game. I'm going to switch my spit around. It's only anticipation. That's not actually like pain. Again, only anticipation. It's that, I feel hot, but I swallow the spit. I'm chewing it. Kind of. When you exhale, it's like you want to steam. I'm about to. I'm gonna swallow it, but. I swallowed the whole piece, not the whole. That tiny. Gotta keep my drool in my mouth. So I that. And like, why do you keep it in for so long, you dick? And I'm like, well, so I could moan you that, because I wonder if my eyes will get dilated or constricted or something, but There you go. Let's see. Drink it. Get some of the oil out. Mm-mm. 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 Talk to her. Woo. Okay, well. Drink some stuff. You want the big picture or? Yeah. There we go. Whew. I'm gonna have another drink. I don't like the. Whew. Mine over. It's still hot, but take out the heat. Enjoy the euphoria. That one. No, don't be mad. Nose run. Having another bad drink. Got the milk. I'm gonna have a drink of milk. See how if that lowers it. Because this is lowering it. Well. 2.5 million. 2 million on the Scoville heat scale. One for each one heat scale, it's the amount of sugar it takes to make it not hot. So for each one fingernail of pepper, you need 2 million fingernails of sugar for you to not feel the heat. For you not to feel heat. So 1,990,000 fingernails of sugar, and you're gonna feel some heat. Okay, 10,000. Yeah. That's at least something I read that they use. I think now there's more of a. Now they start getting records involved. They start getting records involved. It's they start. I think they got different ways to measure it, slightly more accurate. Whew. When there's one space, can't be in. Ooh, hello. Oh, that's a locked door. That's an unlocked. Okay. Here's for mana. That's the locked door. That's about the extent. It's warm. I can continue to feel it. If you would like to, basically the rest of this will be me occasionally. Yeah, I can feel a little bit of heat still, but for the most part, still a bit warm. But oops, if you click yourself, you wait a turn, and I clicked myself while it was near me, and it's gonna attack me. Oops. When that 14-20 timer goes off, it goes to 20. So on the 19 out of 20, the next next enemy I defeat, I will become that enemy. It's a ruse, though, in that when I die as that enemy, I go back to this form. So it's basically an extra layer of protection. I got a little bit of, whew. I didn't do that correctly. Correctly. I didn't do that correct. I didn't do that correctly. I didn't do that correct. It's the same meaning. Didn't do that correct. Didn't do that correctly. Okay, so 20 out of 20. So at 20, I want to kill you, little ghosty. Because then I'll become a ghost. And they got like 5 hit points. 12 hit points. Okay, no problem. It's better ghost than the ghost I had earlier. 6 hit points. So, yay. Whew. It's not bad. First time you ever try hot pepper, though, like if you've been using jalapenos or less, and you eat the size that I did, you also, in like a few hours, probably, no, maybe a few hours, the next day at least, 30 hours or so, you might be getting some fire hole if you don't digest your stuff thoroughly.